Hey Wealth Wisers! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the real secrets to building a rich life. Today we're going to unpack some game-changing ideas from Dr. Charles Richard's book, The Psychology of Wealth. Forget get-rich-quick schemes. We're talking about building a solid foundation for lasting prosperity, starting with your mindset. Stick around, because in this video, we'll explore actionable steps you can take today to unlock your wealth potential. Part 1. What is wealth, really? So, what comes to mind when you hear the word wealth? For most of us, it's money, possessions. But is that the whole story? Dr. Richards challenges this idea. He argues that true wealth is about so much more than just your bank account. It's about a deep sense of abundance, no matter your financial situation. Look at Letitia Van de Putte, a Texas state senator. She grew up in a humble barrio, facing discrimination. But with values and a belief in herself, she achieved incredible success. Her wealth wasn't financial. It was the belief in her own intrinsic value. Key takeaway: it's not about having riches, it's about possessing a psychology of wealth. It's what's in your mind, not how you look. What does a rich and rewarding life look like to you? Is it a big house, a fancy car, and money? Or is it having time for your family, the ability to travel, and being able to give back to the community? As Letitia said, "At the end of my time here, I want to have lived a life of significance, to know that I was not just a taker, that my life has meant something to my family and my community." Actionable step number 1. Take a moment to define what wealth truly means to you. Write it down. This is your personal yardstick. Part 2. Breaking free from limiting beliefs. Where do our beliefs about money come from? A lot of it is learned early on from our families. Dr. Richards calls this the family operating system. This system programs our beliefs, attitudes, skills, anxieties, and expectations, both conscious and unconscious. Did you grow up with a sense of abundance? Or were you surrounded by scarcity? Even if you didn't learn a psychology of wealth from your family, can you still learn it? Absolutely. We see so many stories of people who win the lottery and end up losing it all. Why? Because the wealth is not in the bank account, but the mind. They lack the psychology of wealth. Key takeaway: having money isn't enough. You must have the psychology of wealth. Actionable step number 2. Look back at your childhood. What messages did you receive about money? Identify one belief that's holding you back and challenge it. The tremendous advantage of the traditional Asian family operating system is that goals, both small and large, and the steps to achieve them are defined explicitly. The value of self-discipline, work, and accomplishment in creating a prosperous life is ingrained early and often. The advantage of American-style parenting is that it leaves no question in the child's heart that she is valued and loved. Part 3. Finding your dream, your North Star. The key to wealth isn't just more money. It's finding what truly motivates you. It is setting goals that lead you to success. You have to know exactly where you are going and focus on that endpoint. You will more directly and expeditiously reach your desired destination. Marcus, who walked away from the safety net provided by his family and risked his financial advantages and security, carried within his own psyche the seeds of wealth: courage, intelligence, a conscious and personalized vision of prosperity, and a sense of his own worth. By listening to his inner voice, he has created a life with meaning, purpose, and the personal freedom he had always envisioned. The reason man may become the master of his own destiny is that he has the power to influence his own subconscious mind. Actionable step number 3. What is your image of a prosperous life? How do you want to design your prototype of wealth and prosperity? Here's what Donald Trump says: "Always know you could be on the precipice of something great that's being connected to your higher self." It's also a good way to keep those negative thoughts far away. To find your higher self, it takes some soul-searching, honesty, and a willingness to find what makes your heart sing. Actionable step number 4. Think of a person you admire and ask yourself, what makes this person admirable? Part 4. The untapped power of self-esteem. What's the secret ingredient that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who don't? It's self-esteem and self-respect. The psychology of wealth is a psychology of self-esteem and self-respect. Tony Cupis wanted more, and he wanted freedom. He knew that would mean having a career. When he left school, he began to look for a path that interested him and that could earn him a good living. He had heard of the concept of residual income from a friend's dad who was in insurance sales. Listening to those tapes was important, Tony explains. It allowed me to hear a human being actually say, "You can be better, and here is how." I really needed that. Right then I started rebuilding myself. I started learning how to be more positive. I was studying the psychology of success and the psychology of wealth, and I was learning about my own potential. You've got to find what you love. And that is as true for your work as it is for your lovers. Actionable step number 5. Write down 10 best qualities about yourself. Now write down 10 things you would like to improve about yourself. Reinforce. For each answer that indicates high self-esteem, write down one thing you can do to reinforce it. Improve. For each answer that indicates low self-esteem, write down what you believe you can do to change it and how and when you will make that change. Remember, self-esteem is built by taking steps to do something that is challenging, creative, or nurturing. If you're finding value in this video, hit that like button. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on more wealth-wise content. We'll be right back with more secrets to unlocking your prosperity. Part 5. The Power of Perseverance. The Stream versus the Rock. Life throws challenges at us. The psychology of wealth encompasses taking charge and doing what others can't do for us, and then sticking to a vision and never giving up, no matter what may come. Darren Hardy explains that this effect is the accumulation of all the choices that we make moment by moment, day in and day out, large and small. These choices add up to habits that produce either a prosperous life or a life that is something less than we want it to be. What circumstances in my life am I dissatisfied with, and may gripe about, but do little to change? It is important that you stay alert to new ideas and ways of seeing yourself and your world. Actionable step number 6. What have you wanted to accomplish but have put off because of fear of failure? Take small steps toward that goal. Everything in your life exists because you first made a choice about something, says Success Magazine publisher Darren Hardy. Part 6. Price versus value. Spending with intention. It's a simple formula, but one that we sometimes forget. You get what you pay for. But what you pay may not fully represent the value of your purchase to you. What does price mean versus value to you? When we purchase something, or when we choose to buy one product rather than another, many factors come into play. Price is almost never the only consideration, or even the most important one. For Benny, the small loan he took out to make his trip to Guthrie brought immense value to his life. Benny's decision deepened his sense of belonging to his extraordinary family and to his grandfather's legacy. Actionable step number 7. List your 5 most recent purchases on credit. Which ones truly added value to your life, and which were simply impulse buys? One of the most important factors in creating a psychology of wealth is the knowledge that one has options. Knowing that we can choose a solution that suits our priorities, needs, and values is not only financially advantageous, but also psychologically empowering. Take out the worksheet you created on things that you value in your life to understand what is truly valuable to you. Part 7. The Power of Giving Back. This generosity can encompass any type of giving, that of one's time, talents, or money. It is the open heart and generous spirit with which we give that matters. With this spirit, we add both to the lives of others and to our own. The truly wealthy give to others on a regular basis. Successful societies, nations, companies, and individuals understand the inherent benefits of generosity. Social and business leaders realize the value and significance of giving back in some form. I do believe that it's possible to go from poverty even to wealth. It starts with knowing what you value and then being obedient to what you want to do, says Representative Johnny Shaw. Actionable step number 8. Take an honest look at your giving habits. What can you do this week to give back, even in a small way? As you give, so shall you receive. You become prosperous through your generosity. Part 8. Reinventing yourself. It's never too late. Even when opportunities may seem limited, we have wells of invention and creativity within us. With openness, consciousness, and a willingness to work and focus on our goals, we can achieve prosperity. Denise Fast watched her self-supporting mother lose a home to foreclosure. This was painful, in part because she knew how important homeownership was to her mother. Growing up, I wrote my mother a letter promising her that someday I would be successful and restore her to the lifestyle that she deserved. I folded the letter and placed it into the pages of a poetry book I had written. Then I mailed it to her as a gift. Now make that promise to someone you love and will support and help them in the near future. Actionable step number 9. What can you bring out from your past? What new experience can you build on? Reach out to old friends and build on the knowledge that you acquired. Make a list and plan. To make ourselves more aware, Darren suggests that we ask ourselves, How many of my behaviors have I not voted on? What am I doing that I didn't consciously choose to do, yet continue to do every day? Make a small change that can make you be aware of what you think about doing versus the reality of what you are doing. Conclusion: the whole elephant. So there you have it, Wealth Wisers. Remember, the psychology of wealth is not about a specific financial strategy, but a call to cultivate qualities within ourselves that lead to a rich and fulfilling life. This suggests a commitment to bring more consciousness to all our decisions, large and small. It asks us to discover what is most meaningful to us as individuals and to become aware of how each decision and action moves us either toward those values or away from them. Thanks so much for watching. What action step are you committing to today? Share in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to WealthWise, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next deep dive into building a life of true prosperity. Until next time, stay wise and stay wealthy from the inside out.